Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a relaxing deep clean with me. We're going to be deep cleaning the living room and the kitchen. I wanted to get our house all back together because we have had 4 couches in our living room for like 3 weeks now. And I've had some of you ask me, which couches did you decide on? We finally decided to keep the gray ones in here for now. And we're going to put these leather ones out in the garage and cover them up and then hopefully find a storage space for them because we want to keep them, but we're not going to have room for them in this house, so we'll have to use them when we move eventually. But for now, we're going to put them out in the garage and keep them covered, and we're going to get this living room all put back together, and I was so excited because y'all have no idea. I just feel like my whole life has been out of control for 3 weeks because of this. We've had to walk around the furniture, and everything just feels like it's been a wreck, and things have been piling up, and it was much needed to get these out. And then also our kitchen was a hot mess because we cooked breakfast and then lunch in here, and so I needed to get everything pulled back together in here. We had several burnt on messes on the stove. So anyways, let's get this house back in order. I'm just going to play some relaxing music today. I'm not going to talk too much. We're going to get a lot done in today's video. Now that we got our stove all cleaned up, I'm just going to shine it up with some Sprayway like I always do, and then we're going to move on to the other half of the kitchen. But I did want to tell y'all, next week's video is going to be a cozy fall nighttime routine with baby Oliver. He's actually becoming a toddler. I don't know if I can call him baby Oliver much longer, which is so sad. But anyways, we've been trying to make our nights a little bit more fun since we're coming into fall and Christmas. I love this time of year. It makes me so happy. And we have lots of warm lighting going on in our house in the evening, and it just makes it so cozy for watching movies and popping popcorn. So come back next week to see that. And then the following week, I believe, is my Halloween clean and decorate. If not, it's the next week after that. That's a collab with one of my sweet friends here on YouTube. But anyways, lots of fun fall cozy videos coming at you soon, but we needed to get our house back in order first before I can start in on any more decorating. I'm also going to be decorating our porch with mums and pumpkins and hay bales and all of the things. So anyways, that's what's going to be going on my channel for the rest of September, early October. Can y'all believe it's already almost October? That is wild. Oliver's birthday is November 1st, so I got to start planning that. Lots of fun things coming up. This is my favorite time of year. I'm just using an old gift card to get these pancakes scraped off the counter. And now let's move on to this huge mound of dishes. you've been around for a while, you know all about the fridge saga. I really want a new fridge, but Will not get one. He thinks this one's just fine because it works just fine, and it does. It's actually kind of impressive. We got this fridge from his grandparents when we moved in, and it's pretty old and it works just fine. And then our washer and dryer came from his great aunt Joanne, and they are still kicking and running great, and they're super old. I don't even know, like, they look like they're from the 90s. So anyways, really old appliances in this house, and they have yet to break down. That's one thing about old appliances, they like never go out. But I would just love to have a nice new fridge. And the other day his dad was over here and said he may have an extra one, so I'm so excited. We might be actually getting a new fridge finally. But anyways, let's clean out underneath this oven area. It was so dirty. This piles up so quick, and I don't even know how because I'm constantly sweeping, I feel like. But we're going to get all of this cleaned up, and then we are going to take the mop and mop in here with some Pine Sol. Y'all know I love that fresh Pine Sol scent for fall. It smells, and it feels so fresh for fall. This basket here is supposed to be our mail basket, and it sits on the counter here, but it always collects everything except mail. So I went ahead and emptied all of that out and took it to all of the places that those things were supposed to go. Most of it was Oliver's toys and then random tools. So we got that taken care of, and then I completely forgot about our microwave. Typically I would clean this before I cleaned the stovetop, but we're going to go ahead and clean it because it was so bad. I exploded SpaghettiOs in here once again. Y'all always tell me to get a cover for our microwave, and I actually did. I ordered one on Amazon one time that was supposed to it was supposed to magnet to the top of the microwave, and it wouldn't magnet. Our microwave wasn't compatible, and so I got bummed and I returned it, and I have yet to get anything else in here. So I still need to get one of those, but for now we're just going to take some Dawn dish soap and our rag and wipe it all down. This is how I always clean out my microwave, and it works great. I just have to put in a little elbow grease, and it comes right off. So got that taken care of, and it feels so much better. Now we're headed over to this side of the kitchen. I'm just going to open up these blinds and let some sunshine in. That is my favorite thing to do whenever I'm cleaning the house, and I cannot wait for it to get cool outside so I can actually crack the windows and no bugs fly in. I am so ready for cooler weather. It's slowly but surely getting a little cooler here, but still in the 80s at the peak of the day, and then at the beginning of the day it's actually kind of cool. It's funny, you have to wear a jacket at the beginning of the day and then you have to shed it before noon. We're going to get this table wiped down, and I came on here to tell you something. What was it? Oh, I was just going to say, if you missed my fall decorating videos, I will link those below. You are seeing all of these fall decorations, and if you missed the fall decorating videos, those were so much fun. Lots of cozy music, lots of cozy baking and cooking and decorating. So if you missed those, I'll link them below. We still have more decorating to come, but most of it is pretty much done. This is what our floors looked like on this day, just absolutely filthy. There was an earring, there was shoes, there was just dirt everywhere. So we're going to sweep this side of the kitchen too. And while I was on the floor over here, I noticed that the rug was filthy. And this rug a lot of times gets stomped on our way through the kitchen because it's kind of out in the open. And so it's just really, really dirty. So I went ahead and pulled out my steam cleaner, and we're going to get that cleaned up too. my steam cleaner, I never buy the actual steam cleaning solution. I always just make my own. I fill up the gallon of water, but before I fill it up, I will put in some hydrogen peroxide, some OxyClean, some Dawn dish soap, and some fabric softener. And you mix all of those together with the water, and it makes the perfect carpet solution. It pulls out all of the stains. And actually on this day I was actually out of OxyClean, so I skipped that step and just put all the rest in there, and it still worked great. It kind of did more of like a freshening up rather than like a deep clean, so I do need to go get some OxyClean, but it pulled out a lot of these stains. I was pretty impressed. But if you want all of the measurements for that recipe, I will leave it down in the description box below. It really does a great job on the carpets. Also, if you're in the market for a steam cleaner, this one is incredible. It's also really affordable. It's one of the more affordable steam cleaners at Walmart, and it works so well. My mom always asks to borrow it because it's one of the better ones that she's ever used, and I just love using this thing on the carpets to see how much I can get out. How disgusting is that? That's just from this one tiny little rug. I love doing this. I don't know why. It's like so satisfying. But we're going to go ahead and dump that out, and I'm so glad we got that done. Know down in the comments below if you like it better when I do less talking in my cleaning videos. I know a lot of you have been saying lately you wish I would do more decorating and less cleaning, and I love to decorate, don't get me wrong, but sometimes you just have to like stop and reset because your house gets so out of control, and if I'm not filming it, it's rarely going to get done because I'm constantly filming for YouTube. So anyways, we had to get our house back in order, but let me know down below, do you like it when I talk more or do you like it when I just play music? Oliver is always right there, patiently waiting for his turn with the cleaning tool. So he is going to take his turn at mopping real quick, and then we're going to get this kitchen finished up before we head into the living room. We stole this little truck from Nana's house because he is obsessed with it, and she's actually out of town right now, so we brought it over to our house, and he was having the best time riding around in that. He honestly just likes getting in and out. He doesn't really push it with his feet. He just wants to get in and out a million times, and he stores his little chapstick and his little utensils and his cup holders, and he takes that very seriously. But anyways, we're going to go in here in the living room and get the couches put back. I was going to ask y'all where that bench is over there. Should I get rid of the hooks and the bench and put a really big mirror right there? Or should I keep the bench? I feel like this wall is way too long for an entryway wall, and I never know what to do with it. A lot of you say, oh, Oliver was so excited to see Will when he came in from the grocery store. A lot of you always tell me to get an entryway table, but I feel like a table would be weird next to the TV stand. You can't have like two tables in a row, in my opinion. So I'm trying to figure out what to do with the entryway. I need to know if I should do a mirror there or just keep the bench for now. Eventually we're going to do a built-in fireplace on this wall, but I still need something for the entryway. So let me know what you think down below. I always love putting on a cozy fall ambiance on our TV when I'm cleaning or decorating. It makes it so cozy in here. But let's go ahead and get this TV all dusted up. Our house was smelling so good between the pine sol and that cookie candle. That candle is actually called, what is it, sugar and milk, or milk and sugar, and it smells like homemade cookies every time we walk in the front door. It's the best thing ever. If you don't have that candle, I will link it below. We actually found it at Home Goods, but they have it on Amazon too, and that's the one I'm going to link for you. But it smells so good. You definitely need that. It's one that's not too strong. It just smells like really good homemade cookies. And so we love that candle. Everything was smelling so good. It was almost time to start dinner. Will was actually in the backyard, which is why you saw Oliver just walk out the back door. He was going to throw some steaks on the grill, and I'm inside. I'm going to put some corn on the stove. We're going to boil that. I always like to put a little milk in the water with my corn, and it makes it so good. And then also some salt in the water. But we're going to boil that corn for about 10 minutes. And then I'm also going to be making a twice baked potato casserole, and it was delicious. So I'm going to share that here in just a second. Okay, for our twice baked potato casserole, I chopped up some green onion. I added 7 potatoes, a cup of sour cream. We're going to add in some shredded cheese. We're also going to add in a little bit of those chives to this mixture. And then we're going to save some cheese and some chives for the top. I will leave this recipe linked down below so you'll have exact measurements. We also threw in some bacon bits. I cooked up some bacon and crumbled those myself. And we're going to mix all of this together. I also put in some salt and pepper. And we're going to pour it into a baking dish. And then I'm going to top it with shredded cheese and green onion. And we are going to bake it. And this was so delicious. I will say this recipe called for 8 potatoes and I only had 7. So it did make it a little extra liquidy. So next time I'm definitely going to put that extra potato or maybe one more in. And that will make it the perfect consistency. These steaks were delicious. Will fired up the grill and made those, and they were so yummy. We had the twice baked potato casserole, the steaks, and corn on the cob, and this was such a yummy dinner. Skip to a little bit later on in the day. We cleaned up the kitchen from dinner. We got all of our fall lighting lit for the night. It was so cozy in here. Our rug had dried, so I brought that back in. And it's almost time to crash for the night. I was so excited because I was exhausted after cleaning all day and moving those couches and cooking. It was a lot. So I was glad to have all of that done, have our house all reset. It feels so clean. Thank y'all so much for stopping by today. If you enjoyed, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed, I would love to have you. But I will see y'all next week. Bye.